play this game.
I need another heavy. I've got TB and a quick draw.
I want to get fairly tight to it. Now, anybody who's going to be working range, I'm going to need you to fade right on this. And anybody who's running short is going to stay towards the top of the call there if we're going to come at them.
I have you in the Griff. Griffin.
Sounds good.
Well, that's the thing. We got to get to brawling range, so I may be moving us, right up to the hoop if we have to.
Wolverine nach Charlie 4.
It's fine, chill the out, man. It's fine, it's just a 5-starter.
Komm, Leute, redet miteinander.
15 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't die. 15 seconds, don't die.
Guys. 3, 2, 1.
Charlie Dar, CT, yellow. Okay, go to Charlie, see if we can get it.
There. To your left, there's a... Acceleration. So, jetzt guys, hinter die Indie-Pockets,
Mediums be prepared to pull back E40 towards the E5 border. On my mark.
Left side, come on! Like now, I need strikes on OP barrel. Wire are strikes up.
Die Hauptgruppe rechts, Uferlinie.
They have 3 mechs sitting on the left side when you pass over.
Overheating is bad.
Both legs on the Griffin. Hit the Griffin.
Woo! Oh, yeah. Sorry about that. That was such a...
Because we're right. I'm gonna spawn Lance you guys in Charlie, Lance you guys in Bravo. That's B2C1.
This third drop is 2 lights, 2 beeves, 2 heavies, 2 assaults.
Lights in Gebäude, CT in Gebäude.
Lights, watch our backs. We're gonna about base and take up position in Bravo 6.
Kurzausschaltung Delta 4-3 Stück, 2 Mediums einleiten, wie ich es richtig gesehen habe.
Make a firing line.
C4 tactical hill, boys.
Fox.
Laufen unter ECM auf 2 durchlaufen, 10 Bravo 4.
Get ready to hit people coming from the right.
Charlie on the left, Charlie Hellbringer on the left.
Okay, let's group up towards the left. We're gonna press through Bravo 3 to Bravo 4. I think they're kind of spread out. Check yourselves, make sure you've got, UAV blue shot. Here they come, they're pushing hard, guys.
Nico. Test up, go.
Oh, got a contact here, Bravo 3.
Nice, Marshall. I'm on Delta Griffin.
Well, if you cross it, then get in their face. They got a highlighter, they just push up on Theta. We need help on Theta. Up on Theta. Yep, that's the noise. Go. Let's finish this. Full pressure, guys. Full pressure. They're down low. Go in Charlie 3. Get the f***ing arm, Jax.
Jackson, blue shot.
Go. I got him.
Go, B3, go.
Echo, go. Get over on medium, guys. Get Echo Stormpro. God, I suck as a pilot, but thank I packed my skill. I'm sorry that you died, sweet girls, but we will send a reasonably nice letter to your family.
Hello everyone, and welcome to today's matchup between the Bacon Pirates and NAFF. Wait, are they EDT or EST? Time zones are always confusing. They are that being the joke. They are NAFF EDT. And we're just gonna go ahead and get in. These guys are already going. There are no mech bans in this one, so I'm just gonna, since they have already done the thing, there we go. We will start their timer. You can see that above me. Our first map just, oh, I'm sorry. I'm Ivor. With me is Umbral Dancer.
Howdy.
And yeah, things are moving really quick with these teams. They are on the ball, so things are real quick. I'm gonna head on over to the map room. We'll take a quick look here at River City, which is our first map. Excuse me. So we've got the Bacon Pirates on team 1, NAFF on team 2. So team 1 has this airfield advantage, really good for just getting some overwatch and also receiving a push. They can pull back on that. And team 2 has a nice push ability through Upper City as well. So we'll see. I would anticipate a sort of a cap and hold strat from team 1 here and a brawl from team 2. And when we switch, that'll be vice versa. That would be a thought. Unless you've got other thoughts. What do you think, Cabral?
No, I'm pretty confident that is the way River City tends to go. One team gets the high ground. The other high ground in FC5 has got way too many narrow passages. The H line gives team 2 a good push. So if team 1 has chosen the high ground, then Echo 7, there's a lot of cover through the H line into Kappa. But obviously, the shortest route if you are brawling would be straight over the bridge.
Yep. Absolutely. All right, setting some stuff up on the cast. All right, here we go. Both teams are locked, so we are going to launch into our first drop of this match. Bacon Pirates versus NAFF. EDT. Oh, well, that's interesting. I am not going to click because I think that's going to do bad things. So we'll see how this turns out. I've got my cursor on the screen. My cursor is not locked to the game. That's a new one. Oh, well, my cursor is just going to be on the screen, I think. That's fun. Well, we'll figure this out as we go, folks.
I had an unnerving loading cycle stall then.
Okay, yeah, looks like we're having some stuff. So yeah, over here, just gotta take a quick look at this airfield that I was talking about earlier. We've got the airship here. So what you'll see a lot of teams do on this one particularly is they'll push up to the edge here. And then if they see a push coming from either direction, just back right up. Use these beautiful long sight lines that they can have to extend a push by themselves sometimes if they're in a trading setup. But as you can see, this top, you've got some sight lines down into the city. You've got sight lines over Theta and into really just a few. Okay, looks like both teams are in. Once again, sorry about the cursor. All right, I am over here with the Bacon Pirates, or... All right, so it looks like we've got a couple of quick draws here. Let's take a look here. Large X-Pulse dropships in my way. Crusader rocking, that's a Rail, so that's going to be a bit brawl. So we've got a little bit of a mix here. So now I'm really curious. Hatchetman is medium pulse. I'm going to go ahead down here, check out the rest of them, and then Vulcan Mistlinks Wolfpack. What do we got on the other side?
Mixed bag as well. 2 Mistlinkses, both machine guns, Piranha machine guns. Phoenix Hawks are both running PPCs and small machine guns, and then there is a Rainbow Laser XE with 2 PPCs and 1 Crusader running 12 small lasers, 2 snubs. So it is a close range deck.
Yeah, okay, so we've got the quick draw over here denying Theta early from AC Glint's Mistlinks as their own Mistlinkses move in. So Mistlinks seems to be the choice for Theta here, but here we've got a fight between Lusankia and I'm Team Drake. Well, and Co in the back with that snub and mag shot Vulcan. So things are going to develop over Theta here for a bit.
Yeah, NAFF have used that H-line cover as well to push up to Citadel, and I think it's just going to be a fight over Citadel by the look of it.
Oh, what do we got? I just saw, okay, so we've got Raging Chili and the Piranha here trying to, I cannot tell whether my cursor is locked or not because it's always on the screen. So this Piranha, what are we looking at? Just, what's the, okay.
Standard heavy machine guns and lasers.
Yep. Cool. So it didn't go for the AP Goss or anything like that. So yeah, just looking to scout, maybe get some backcaps coming back to join the group. Bacon Pirates have a nice distribution here, actually. With Haji in the large pulses, been seeing a lot of those go off. So, and Falkenhayn as well, just using that range and that DPS to keep things away. Now they are leaning into Drake here.
Drake's Missling took a big hit then.
Yeah, back is pretty roughed up. Otherwise, not too bad, but they're trying to jump Lusankia, who's just playing the flank here. And it looks like they're going to push him back to the group as Bacon Pirate starts to cluster, which is not the good sign. They need to maintain. You can see, actually, I've got a beautiful shot here. You can see the concave around the Bacon Pirates net here. And so this is where there's a lot of opportunity for this to turn around, I think. Bacon Pirates with the advantage right now.
Yeah, the lights on the right-hand side are a bit overextended at the moment, I think, for NAFF. I think they need to push their bigs up through the cover as fast as possible to take advantage of them being stuck in the low ground.
Yep, I would agree. And actually, it looks like Bacon Pirates has pulled back and sent Nuisance's Lusankia off to that side. Ooh, Drake takes a big hit, opening that side torso. And that will nerf his heat if that goes. Half his weapons and half his heat, and some speed. So that's a bit. Yep, there goes that half. So Drake now slower, hotter. Yeah, and that's rough. But looks like NAFF is pushing up their right flank. And Bacon Pirates responding correctly by extending the other way, and Drake just right in the path. Oh man. Drake is just having a hard time with this one.
Is he sacrificing himself for the time?
I don't think so. I think he was just in there to screen and see what's going on and just got run over by the shift. And here's the push. NAFF in here with a push.
Again, there's a lot of unfocused fire from NAFF.
Yep, and that could...
Samziel's taking the brunt for...
Yeah, and that could come to bite him. But I think Bacon Pirates is going to... use that mech advantage here, right? They've got more mechs, more weapons. Well. Yep. Just loaded out those mislinks. Vulcan just eating the Xy's from behind here. All right, let me see if I...
Looked like they got Drew into a trap.
Yep, a little bit. The motion on Bacon Pirates was good. They saw they were surrounded, they pulled back a little bit, and then just responded to the push and have been handling it. It's largely cleanup at this point. We've got Lusankia versus AC Glint here. Rage and Chili goes out in that Piranha. AC Glint now going down. Now let's see how low can we get. We're at 24%.
21,
14,
13.
12. Are we going to get single? Oh, almost had single digits there. And that is going to do it. Bacon Pirates pulling out the first win of this particular series. All right, so we're going to take a look at the stats here. If you want to go down the scores here, I will get a better looking scoreboard here.
Let's have a look.
All right, so real quick, we're seeing, here we are looking at NAFF with basically 200s all around. For all that fire, no one hit 300 damage, and then Drake getting stuffed at 14. Meanwhile, on the other side, 500, 466, 407, 401, just all around damage that Bacon Pirates are able to pull in by using that range, backing it up. That's what you want to see there.
3 kills each from the to the light pack as well. It's a they just had a lot more time to shoot.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
All right, moving on to our next one. This is a side swap. Let me triple check. Yes, this is a side swap.
Yeah.
And it'll be a server swap. Going to here. Actually, I'm going to send us over to the map room if you want to draw us through what we saw there while I get this lobby set up.
Yep. So there was a big setup from Bacon Pirates over into the water. NAFF used H6 to push close and then went in through Gulf 6. As NAFF went around Gulf 7 into the water, Bacon Pirates drew out round the cover and started attacking behind, but they had much greater focus fire, so all the heavies started to lose legs faster. After that, they seemed to swap positions because initially NAFF had a good contain of them in the low ground, but there was just no pressure early enough. The lights are too far ahead. The heavies couldn't catch up. And then when the fight did happen, it was a little bit chaotic and there was no real focus fire.
And actually, I'm looking at it on stream now because of that 5-minute delay. And I think what bit NAFF a bit was the short range of their light pack. Because their light pack had the flanks and could have put out a whole lot of damage, but they didn't have the range to it. And Bacon Pirates had those large pulses, X pulses, and was just able to pick at them, and that's where you see the damage difference.
Yeah. I think it was a call to pull back. It seemed like there was a call to pull back the lights towards the heavies as well to try and group up, but
yeah, because ultimately there's nothing they can do but contain and take a little bit of damage. They bled damage that whole time. And then there's the shift, and looking at Drake there, just walking right into the counter shift that Bacon Pirates had, which was just disastrous. But that's how it goes.
Then the wrap into the Crusader.
Yep. All right. So first team locked. Yeah, so that ended up going a little bit differently. Team 2 deciding to sort of take the mid-range on this. So flipping it around, I definitely think we see NAFF taking the high ground and taking those longer lines, working on that. I don't know what Bacon Pirates is going to do, because obviously they started with that, but are they going to use the brawl? They had showed some cohesion and some working, some staying in the same area. So that would favor a brawl strat. It would say to me that they're kind of used to that. So we'll see how they go. All right. So just a reminder on the format here, and let me make sure my overlays are working. Yes. Okay. So we have 5 matches. We got two for sure maps, right? It's which we're doing side 1, side 2. So that's the first 4, and then the 5th map works off of a map ban. So I believe, let me pull it up in the rules here. I haven't cast one of these yet. Yeah. So team 1,
River City twice.
Yeah, it'll be River City twice, but then at the end,
Yes,
there's
Canyon, HPG, and one other. Canyon, HPG,
and mining. Yep. And then so team 2 is going to ban. Team 1 will pick from the remaining maps, and then team 2 will pick the side. That's our order of operations at the end there. All right, team 2 is locked. So we are going to go ahead and load in. River City, take 2. Hey, no cursor this time. Excellent.
Good, good.
Some of what you might see from Team 1 as well. We saw some light pack over by the Kappa point. They might use closer to the airport if they're expecting a push, especially in some of the lower city on that side. You can overwatch Theta and just sort of deny Theta from some of these buildings that I'm looking over here on the corner. Just get a more cohesive concave, depending on how comfortable your light pack is in wolf packing it.
Yeah, I think the key point for Team 1 is you have one easily coverable and one very secure point in Gamma Theta.
Yep.
So you can cover from the airport. Those 2 points are yours, and they shouldn't ever go away. If you want to play it fast, then you probably need to send a light scout to Kappa and keep an eye down at the H line. Watch for a push.
Yeah, but when you're watching for that push, you got to be one of your smaller. I've seen some teams put someone big, say, I'm going to defend that. No, that never works.
No, you need someone who can fall back to the airport and get away from any brawl push that comes at them. So,
all right, so we are coming in. It sounds like someone might be having a hard time getting in. There might be a hold in place. We'll see what kind of movement we see, but I am over here with NAFF. Looks like they are going.
NAFF are going for it.
Yep, and I see moving on the other side, so we're good. All right, so we've got some Viper. Are we doing AP? No. We are on the heavy machine gun side of that. The fire starter is our small pulse variant, and on Capper is a Spider 5K. We've got a Mad Cat 1. Gaussian ear large, as you would expect. Probably a pop-tarting hunchback here. No, ER large and ER meat, so high alpha hunchback on this side. What do we got over on Bacon Pirates?
We have Krails, well, one Krail, 2 Osiris's, a Hatchetman, a Vulture, 2 Hatchetmen and a Vulture. Hatchetmen are both small pulses. Krail is SRM6, 10 heavy machine gun, standard brawl build. Vulture should be pulses as well, I would imagine. I can't get a lock on him, and I believe the Osiris's are machine guns, SRM2s, and small pulse lasers, which is a high DPS brawl build, but it's a very, very high face time.
Yeah, so looking at the Vulcan, that is snub and mag shot, which is a very nice point build.
And then there's an Anchor quick draw 5K with 3 triple large expulses.
So looking at the spot here, Raging Chili, I'm seeing a snipe spot over here. You've got some pretty decent deny, but this is really a spot. It's a great spot, but really only if you're expecting a push. It's just, in my opinion, it's a little outranged for most, and it takes a little bit of time to get up there, and then you just don't have the shots that you need to really bring. Oh my God, these UAVs, you love to see it. Look at around Citadel. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I think I just saw 2 get shot down. So 9 UAVs floating around the Citadel. And that's, information is ammunition, right? That's what the cartoon has taught us.
Yeah. Bacon Pirates did something similar. They pushed down through H and through the water past Citadel into Kappa. Weren't scouted fast enough, and there's an unsupported light pack. Just brawling away with the Hatchetman at the moment, which is a dangerous position to be in. Yeah,
the Pirates just really just bodying it. I'm looking at Lemeth with an open side torso on that fire starter. So Lemeth is gonna have to play really conservative with that, with those small pulses. So they the Pirates just really pushed NAF's light pack right back into the fold.
And the only nuisance took any damage, and it was just armor scratches. So
yeah, right now Pirates are looking real good. Although Drake and the Spider taking some hits, down to 71% and orange, which says to me something's close to being open. Yep, there it is, the back, and honestly front armor not a whole lot. So that's 2 having to play real careful for NAFF. Bacon Pirates, no one under 90? No, Usaki and the Vulcan 77, but otherwise no one under 90, and that's wild.
It's a lot of damage on the light pack for the NAF as well.
Yeah,
67 on Drake.
Here comes a little push around the Citadel, left flank for the pirates. And here we're catching all that blue laser fire from the Citadel, just pushing them around that corner. That's a hard corner. Once positions are developed, that's tough.
The only thing NAF have got over these guys at the moment is a lot more blue lasers.
Yep. And it looks like, I was going to say, Pearls need to pick a city and push it. Looks like they have chosen both.
Yeah. There is a Kappa push as well, or
Yep.
push from Kappa with a light pack that are going to go and either distract or kill.
Now, something to note, the pirates do have the cap advantage here. I am doing, sorry about that. We're doing a little lobby overlay cast there. They are moving around the right side here, but they do have a cap lead for now. Actually, they're taking Epsi, so that is going to, again, put them on advantage on caps, and they're pulling back, having found
Brave
the light pack of NAF. Yep, Drake getting very far forward, but I think this is going to work out because the pirates are particularly interested in leaving. So get a couple back shots and we're good. Now over to the traders. We've got some upper city trading against the airport. Vulcan took some shots. I think that was largely in the cross. Haven't been watching it too much. And it's all spread, so fairly okay. But the traders are in better shape over on the NAF side. So pirates out trading NAF, but the NAF wolf pack over here, which was looking rough, is now taking a 4-on-3 with the pirates.
That's Krail struggling to push the support.
Yeah, I think
Just need to see that focus fire again, don't we? So
yeah, looking at Nuisance, looks like they're trying to focus down Nuisance. Let's watch Nuisance go down here. Nuisance is legged. And there goes the rest. All right, NAF pulling out a mech advantage here where they were down in the armor count. Now they're doing pretty good. What are we shooting over here? What? Oh, the UAV.
Take them as they cross the water.
All right. Yep. And again, dangerous spot here with all these blue lasers. I don't know if I would risk the cross again.
Command confirming that we have possession of
They are losing. Yeah, looking at Falk. Falk is just taking all the damage here. Down to 61% on the cross.
I think this is going to go to Caps because Kappa's swapped sides twice. Epsilon swapped side twice.
Yeah, both teams being very aware. And then we're gonna watch Kappa here flip again back to the pirates. And I think that's probably going to be the advantage they need, considering they're 40 points ahead, give or take.
I think they've picked up on it and sending a Cap Spider over to Epsilon to reflip that as well.
Yep. Yeah, this is two teams playing a cap game ultimately, and not enough kills on the light packs to really make one team run away with it, but of course the pirates losing that Osiris does put a little bit of a hamper in their ability to deal with. Hodge just taking so much damage, so much internal damage too, just really burning up. I'll be interested to see the damage there.
Quick draw is the only long range as well, isn't it?
Yes, I believe so. Let me get a double check on that, but I think that is, yeah, that's our large X pulse. And here comes NAF. NAF pushing hard for Kappa, losing a bunch of armor in the trade. Will they be able to outdo it? Both teams pretty banged up here. Haji at 59%, got to be open. Samziel in that high alpha hunchback, not really great for pushing, but trying to work that flank, get those shots. Tech dive just laying into him there. Lemeth in that fire starter still up. Oh, well, never mind.
Yeah, a very spread again there. But
Yeah, they are spread, but they've got a concave. If they can get some focus here, work it around the buildings, they'll be okay. Samziel in the self-destruct, having gotten hard pressed, that hurts, but that was the right move, looking at what was around him.
They did. They snuck Sigma while we were watching the brawl.
Yeah, absolutely. NAFF, this is all just a big distraction. It is where all the action is, but like you
Piranha's
said,
going off to flip Kappa again, and they're going to try and force a points win.
yeah. Now the Pirates were fighting a mech down. NAFF even that out by sending one to Cap. But yeah, we've got that NAFF. Pirates are all banged up.
Yep, the lighter NAFF have spread out and gone and took Caps, which is exactly what they needed to do.
Yep,
so they need to flip every other point.
And at the right time. So yeah, this is good. Then as they eke ahead on those points, here we go. Here comes the ending, like 2 seconds. Or actually it's 3. It's a tick. Is it like every second and a half, I think.
It's depends on the number of caps, doesn't it? So, but that was really good timing to break off the lights for NAFF and go.
No, well timed push on that. Well played both teams. That was a good one. All right, let's take a look at those scores while I get this updated. Should be the right scoreboard there. That looks right. Okay, so we've got Raging Chili and that Madcap pulling out 706. Again, I think he came down from that spot and then just started wiping the board. That is so much damage and so much keeping away. 567. Again, we've got a lot with the Hunchback Samziel. We've got a long match. We're going to see high damage numbers. But I think we just see NAFF here just getting the out damage, which is indicative of a lot of suppression. I think is what we're looking at, keeping those lights down and keeping those caps going.
That was a very exciting control game, actually. Every time you got distracted by a brawl, there was a light off somewhere taking a point, and it came down to 3 or 4 seconds difference between who won, which was really good.
All right, now our next map is going to be Bear Claw. New map. Did they run this for ISC? I think they did for 1 week to test it out. I do like this map personally. All right. No side swap.
Nope. See, the lobbies are in the right spot.
Server is swapped, so I'm going to go ahead and start the timers on this one. All right, so yeah, let's take a look at Bear Claw. There's a bunch going on here. Sorry, Bear Claw 2 is taking its sweet time. All right, I'm gonna head on over to the room. All right, yeah, run us down Bear Claw 2. I'm gonna take a look at some stuff.
So there is a couple of different places you can fight. There's the quite popular 3-line, which gives you a little bit of high ground and an overview of everywhere. Issue being is your cap point is Kappa and Sigma. You can see Theta from there, but your vision is limited. Generally, you will cap Gamma Epsilon or Gamma Sigma, and then you'll rush Theta and fight out from this point of view. A couple of places you can't get to without jump jets, or can't get out of without jump jets. In F7 and Echo 7 going into Delta 7. Other than that, there's quite a lot of cover, a lot of angles to push. No strikes, which is interesting. Let's see if both teams remember to remove them from the game.
Oh, yeah, that is a good point. I always forget that the strikes don't work on this map.
It's also a nightmare to cast because you have to go through the roof on a regular basis.
Yeah, that's fine. We have no clipping on. It's great. It's like when you're on Solaris going on the inside of the buildings. It's cool.
Low angles.
All right, team 1 is locked. Moving us over to starting their timer. All right, so looking at Alpha Bravo here in relation to what we're looking at, yeah, so that's actually more towards the center, which is interesting. So it looks like
I would imagine Sigma
Sigma
into Theta,
Epsi.
and then a light off to Epsi to cap.
Yep, so
And
that's
hold that
their 3
triangle.
caps. Looking at the same from Team 2, we're looking at Gamma Theta Kappa, just the alternate triangle there. So that's
some odd places for high ground on the outskirts. The little ice mountains or the little ice rocks where you can jump jet up to and see quite a lot of the map. It's just whether you've got the time to get into position and cover where you need to cover before a push comes.
Oh, here we go. We've got here, I'm going to move this over to the lobby screen real quick because we're looking at Bravo Charlie on Team 2. So we are going to have a Kappa fight, I think, or at least a little Kappa spat. I don't know if they're going to commit to that fight, but both teams have chosen the same side. Epsilon is going to be sort of abandonware here.
No, I think the
Wait, no,
Alpha Bravo
Sorry,
Team 1
fight.
is Sigma Theta Epsi, yeah, and the
Yeah.
other one is Gamma Theta Epsi. So I would imagine a brawl between Delta 6 to F6.
Yep. Sorry, take my point, swap it. I got my teams confused, but yeah, we're looking at an FC fight here. I think you're right. All right. That being said, both teams ready. So
yeah, not necessarily a brawl, maybe even just mid-range between the two as well, with a couple of lights starting around between the two caps. So it's going to be important for the lights to stay alive.
Yeah, we'll see where where they choose to fight. Like, what is their commitment there?
I think we should be able to pick it up straight away off the builds. I would imagine.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Filling out the prediction.
My team 2. So I'm down south in the red chips.
All right. Oops, I ended up in a cockpit. I love it when that happens.
We are in.
Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
Wait until everything is stable. There we go. All right. Here we go. All right. So I ended up with Bacon Pirates here, looking at a Phoenix Hawk, a Vulcan, a lot of pinpoint here, a Timberwolf, light PPC fighter starter, and our assaults ER large, Gauss ER large, and heavy PPC AC2 on the Nightstar. Interesting build there. So yeah, it looks like we've got some long range hold. So they are going to try to get eyes over Epsilon with their assaults and let their light pack do the work. What do we got over on NAFF side?
We've got a heavy PPC Crusader, mixed bag light pack, which is a Cyrus 1P, Spider 5K, so a Cap Spider and a Laser Viper again, the Viper F. Stalker 5RS, which I'm assuming is 6 blue lasers because it gets the range bonus. We have a Gauss ER large Direwolf C, so long range snipe. And then an unusual SR4 build, the Stone Rhino 4 I've never seen before, which is 2 Gauss 4 AC2, 4 UAC2s.
Oh, okay. All that ballistic. Yeah, okay.
Odd combo, a lot of ballistics, but
looks cool.
I've never seen that build before. It does indeed look cool.
But in terms of looking cool, all right. So with the so obviously Kappa ignored for the most part. We've got Epsilon, which is in favor of NAFF, but Theta taken by the Pirates. So it is a 2-2 with the Pirates taking a small early lead to establish an advantageous status quo. There we go. Sankhya moving around to go and take the point as the battle shifts inward. So Pirates are going to further enhance their lead with a 3 cap. With Kappa still being ignored, both teams were going for the fight.
NAFF's light pack are going to try and take over Theta.
That's going to be hard with this Overwatch here with the Timber.
They've got the Spider well hidden. It's in good cover. And Drake's heavy PPC is pounding away. So
there anything that could maybe could get an arm? That's real hard to see, and they are trying.
Yeah.
But that cap spider holding on. Well done, NAFF, in turning that, or at least neutralizing it. Let's not get ahead of ourselves.
Oh, he finally took a hit. Yeah, the Firestarter moved out to the right to get a shot on him.
Yep.
Just caught his arm.
Which is ultimately fine, because if they neutralize Theta and get it to 2v2 cap, we've now got almost a 60 point. Yeah, there's our 60 point lead and increasing for the Pirates. And we've got Lusankia in the back distracting Trent in the Stalker. Just some real good movement by the Pirates to apply pressure basically everywhere. Let's see, Nuisance over here trying to test the left flank. Might find that Viper, but not really seeing anything else.
Do we know what's on the Night Star? I'm assuming it's...
Night Star is AC2s and heavy peeps. So that is a dangerous build. We're moving into heavy peep range here is where this push-up is going. And NAFF just, I don't want to say getting surrounded, but they're getting pushed off the points they need, and no one has gone to Kappa.
Yeah, there's a lot of heavy PPC builds coming out just to
Drake
one-shot lights.
I didn't even see Drake being that far. Hang on, where's Drake? What happened to Drake?
I can't even see his carcass.
Legs went fast on that one. Didn't even notice that going down. But now that I'm looking,
Chili's in a bad spot as well. Chili's getting pushed by 3 mechs and over Theta.
Yep. So it looks like Pirates are gonna probably eke Theta back here. It's not gonna take long. Yep, there it is. Almost as soon. So now it's a 3 cap v1. Pirates sitting very comfortable here.
Yeah, he's
being a mech up
to do something to even the score.
Yep. Lemeth just kind of like hanging out here. I don't know. At 100%, hasn't been getting traded against. I don't know how many shots they'd have taken. Oh, there we go. They're taking some just in the back here, but they're ultimately pot shots. I don't know if that is going to be the best use of 100 tons. Oh, we're laying into the timber. Never mind. This could make a difference. Taking the timber down a significant amount against Haji. Haji trying to get in, taking some back shots. Not the worst, but more damage than you want to see. A lot. So
I don't think. Go ahead.
Okay, so I'm looking at sort of the bigger armor picture here, and while NAFF is mech down, they have a lot of armor, at least percentage wise. They're not taking too much damage versus the Pirates. We've got 69, 62, a couple in the 70s. They're looking really rough, although I think Trent just took a bunch of hits while I was saying that, so that changes the equation a little bit. But I think we're probably more even than it looks right now, just because of how beat up the Pirates are. But, oh, and we've got a gamma flip happening as well, so that'll switch the balance, but it's almost a 200-point lead. That's going to be a big one. That'll come down to the end. If the Pirates do anything to upset that cap equation, I think they'll end up taking it. Yeah, there goes Sigma for the Pirates.
I was going to say they're very, very loose caps for NAFF as well. The sliver capped on all 3 points, so it's an easy flip.
Yep, there goes Falk. That'll even up our mech count. Yeah, but it is... This might come down to caps, I think, at the end if things hold, with the Pirates just having that advantage here and gaining a lead every tick.
Are the Viper and the Spider gonna jump the Firestarter?
Oh, I was just gonna take a look at the Night Star. Night Star's down. Oh, here goes our Firestarter fight.
Yeah, the Tech Truck Drive was also close and low though.
Yeah, I think that was not a good push there by Pickle. You got Tech Dive at the end, but I think Tech Dive's ready to go too here. Yeah, both. Yeah. Oh, okay. There goes Pickle.
They need to spread for caps as fast as possible if that's the case, or finish Tech Truck and then push for caps.
Yep. Though Goodall goes down, what have we got left on NAFF? Okay, yeah, we've got the Spider left and the Viper, so they need to not be fighting right now.
Heavy push into Theta from NAFF.
Unless Glint is legged? Glint is legged. Never mind. Yeah, so that is going to be... This is going to end up on Pirates, I think, even if they win this fight. It's going to be a race to caps, and it's going to be close. All right, here they go. 2 on Theta. That is going to make a difference.
The Vulture's already gone off to try and try and flip a cap and keep the points up.
Yep.
Viper's legged.
That's tough. And Pirates are taking Gamma and Kappa.
The Spider can't. Is Spider's legged? Why
Yeah,
would he
Spider's
engage?
legged. But still wins. Oh, no.
So they need to trundle for who's left? Phoenix Hawk and okay, so 2 decent anti-lights are left, so and fast mechs more importantly.
Yeah, and they've got the 4 cap now. That is gonna seal it, I think, because we're at a 370 point lead, give or take, and yeah,
they can't spread for points fast enough. Not with the lights, not with the light speed gone.
Yep. Is the Vulcan still intact? I mean, Vulcan might be able to take a point, but I think it's gonna be enough. Direwolf, where's our Vulcan?
So NAFF have no speed left at all.
Vulcan's already on Epsi. Or no, that's the Spider. Where's our Vulcan?
Yeah, the Nuisance Beast and the Phoenix Hawk is fine. They've got a Vulture. Is it a Vulture?
Vulcan.
Yeah. Vulture. It's a Vulture.
But there it is. On caps, Bacon Pirates with another win. And well played. They just delayed NAFF long enough so that they did not threaten those caps. Both these teams playing with great awareness, honestly, as we go through this. We're going back and forth. All right, let's take a look at the scoreboard here. I'm looking at Haji and that Timberwolf with almost 600 damage. Tech Drive with 528. Those are the almost outliers. Ray Razor and that Night Star with 431. Everyone else around 300 or lower. Meanwhile, on the other side, we've got almost 800 in Samziel. Yeah. Yeah, 600 from that Stone Rhino. So they're putting out the damage, and we did see that they won that fight, but those lights from the Pirates are doing their job. Absolutely doing their job.
I think the Crusader, I don't know what happened with the Crusader getting legged so quick. I think he just got surprised by a push, and that's obviously a very good light killer.
Yes.
Trying to leg the speedy MX faster would have helped, but you know, hindsight it's one of those things, isn't it? Especially when you're involved in a fight and you're getting shot at, plans go in the bin.
Absolutely. But also that's why you watch these casts, right? That's why we love getting these casts out there, because ultimately it's information. It's a look back that the teams can look at and say, hey, where do we go wrong? Where do we learn? I think we've got be on servers. All right, I'm going to send you over to the map room if you want to do a quick overview of that while I'm dealing with lobby.
That was sort of what we discussed. So when it came to NAFF pushing in, NAFF pushed in from the top into Delta 6 and held, and tried to skirmish over Theta while taking Epsilon. And then Bacon Pirates pushed in from G6 into F6, but more into F7 to cover Gamma Epsilon, and then push in from one side. They had the Night Star covering.
Yeah, so we had basically the main pack here, and they sent one to Epsi, our team one side here. But from the other side, yeah, we saw the bigs come in to cover Epsi, right? So we've got these sight lines here onto Epsi, and then once that happened, actually I'm gonna move into phase 2 here. Team one side came back to the fight in the center because there was enough fight, and then we just sent a Vulcan around to Epsi, and it was completely uncontested at that point. And wasn't contested for a while, and that's where we saw a lot of the Bacon Pirates points go, and they just kept command of those cap points and put the pressure on NAFF, and that they never let that cap pressure go, which forced NAFF to push. I think the push came a little bit too late for NAFF there in terms of doing what they needed to do, but it was honestly a good effort, and it could have gone differently if they hadn't quite committed so much to that push and went for some more caps on the outside.
Yeah, if they'd walked the 300, well, just shy of 300 tons worth of mechs into the middle a little bit earlier while they were a little bit spread, I don't know. Would it have? Did NAFF not capitalize on the damage that the bigs did? Did they didn't leg important mechs?
I think that's ultimately what it comes down to a little bit is the cappers were out of the fight for long enough that when that push happened, like a lot of damage happened with their big mechs, and that's fine. But that was never the point. They were just there as a distraction.
Yeah, I don't know. Other than keeping lights alive, I don't know what NAFF could have done any different to swing that from the position it was in.
Yeah, a little bit of an earlier push when the mechs were together and keeping those lights alive. I think that would have changed this well, and somehow finding a way against that the pirates' pressure there, because the pirates were keeping them so pressured on those caps. It wasn't even like a mechs and weapons pressure. It was just they always kept those caps at least one ahead, or they were ahead from the beginning. Ultimately, right? They took Theta early. By the time EPSI got capped, and then they just flipped EPSI, and that lead grows and grows and grows. It was tough.
It was a well played control game from Bacon. So.
Yeah. All right, heading over here. Team 1 is already locked. Team 2, NAFF, getting a lock, and this is our last of the, I guess, pre-chosen maps. This next one we go into a band. Now for some higher divisions, what they're calling group, I think it's only the first top 3 groups. Yeah. The top 3 groups, they have mech bans, which are decided well before these lower divisions. They have the choice to ban mechs. These teams decided not to. And here we have our next setup. So we're going to go ahead and launch that in. Let's take care of Bear Claw 2, Part 2.
Double check scoreboards up to date at that point as well.
Yeah.
3 matches, left side, all good.
This was a pirate win.
That was game 3.
Me.
What side do you want?
I don't know. I always, where am I? Oh, I'm like in the middle. All right, I'm headed towards red team here.
I'll go for
Towards
blue.
this. All right. So over here with NAFF, we've got some Chargers, Orions. Is this a push, or these have got to be small lasers, I would assume? No, mix of large X-Pulse and small. So we've got some more mid-range Firestarter again with a small pulse. What are these Orions? What are we rocking? SRM. So Brawl Orions with a mid-range chart, couple of mid-range chart. Well, actually, are they the same? Yeah, both mid-range. One of them binary, one of them large and medium. So not the straight small push. So this is going to be a Brawl push with some outside flankers, I think is the idea for NAFF here.
It definitely does look like that. We've got Bacon Pirates that have only changed out a mech for an assassin. I don't know what is on the assassin, but they have. Hang on, just gone into the first person by mistake.
All right, so the Pirates are looking to take Theta, but they are being denied. Lemeth and the Firestarter just sort of laying in wait. They're not going to be able to get it. We are 1 cap to 1 cap. Pirates again ahead by 3. As they just push. Yeah, they get pushed off by NAFF. NAFF. Oh, they've spotted the push. That's what's happened here.
Push coming in, yeah.
Yep, and that has been spotted, and we're watching the Pirates pull back to receive this. And that is good spotting. That is a good time to spot it. Yeah. Plenty of time to pull back.
Very similar deck from Bacon Pirates to before, but they've swapped 1 mech out for an assassin. Their 2 snipers are going to the left side again, where they were to cover EPSI.
Yep.
And I think they're going to play along the runway, basically towards the end of the runway, to increase the space between.
Yep, that is what's happening here. NAFF having the wherewithal to take that cap, start that pressure, Lemith pushing up alone. That's a dangerous spot, but that's where that weapon range is. Otherwise, he's not going to be doing much. And
one of those jumps I mentioned earlier on, he can't get up the top of the rock.
Yeah, it's. I'm still kind of figuring out which rocks I can jump on, but yeah, we've got a little bit of a receive. This one's going to be tough. There's a lot of cover to work around here for the NAFF push.
Yeah.
And ultimately, looking at it, they're not taking a whole lot of damage. Drake taking a little bit at 87%, but they're coming through clean.
I think Falcon's going to get a big surprise very shortly. I don't think he's picked up on the fact that they're so close. I think Lushanka's just spotted the rear push.
Yep.
And give him that little bit of extra time.
Yep, and Drake is going to hold back Lusanka and Nuisance. Probably going to end up with a sack, but I'm going to move over here. Yeah, Falk here's the push against. Lovely focus fire on that. Just mostly to the CT. Who's next on the block? Looks like Tech is. They're moving past Tech. Trent's stopping. Lemith. Okay, so they are focusing down. Samsil cooks himself for no particular reason.
Why did Trent give us back to Tech then? I don't know.
Yeah, that is. Well, he cooked himself, right? So that's where the damage went.
So
unfortunately,
really solid push.
Yep. They are down. Samsiel, only one going down. Oh no, there goes Rage and Chili as we walk. Lusankia, it is 3 on 5. Nuisance Beast just absolutely surrounded and legged. There goes Nuisance. Pickle down here in the fire starter, also ready to go. And then we've just got Haji.
Just legged as well.
And there it is.
Unusual build on the Timberwolf. Again.
That's actually pretty.
4 medium lasers. It can boat 6, but.
Yeah, that is true, but keeping it on the some of that heat, the DPS versus the depends on what you're looking for there.
Rate of fire over damage sometimes, yeah.
But very nice push on the point of NAFF there, and they got in so clean. And I think that would have made the difference if the Pirates had been able to keep lines and scout that. They moved right to the receive, but there was no incoming damage. And I think the point at which they made contact, it was too late. Ultimately, looking at damage, 500 even for Ray Razor. I always like precision. A couple of double Ds on that, but what are you going to do against that? Yeah. And some pretty Drake even damages across. Yeah, very, very nice. That is nice even damage across for NAFF there. So that is what you want to see on a push. Everybody is putting out damage as much as they can. You end up with relatively even numbers there. Spider obviously lower, but what are you going to do? It doesn't have all the weapons that the bigger megs do.
Low damage and high kills is just efficient. You do your job, go for an open spot or a back, and you don't need high damage.
Yeah. All right. So here we are. Have you got used to playing the 3? Oh, they're having a chat. All right, so team 2. Yeah, tough thing about this one is teams don't like preparing extra.
You only have to ban.
You
only have to prep for 2, don't you? Because you're right. Ban
yeah.
1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Well, actually, no. I think coming into it, you're going to ban 1, whether you're team 1 or team 2. Otherwise, you do have to prep for 3 maps, don't you?
Yeah. Right. Yeah. All right. So they are choosing Canyon. Team 2. All right. I guess this is NAFF. Oh well, that's easy. So that is Drake. All right. So no swap. No swap.
It all comes down to this, Mean Gene.
It does.
2-all, yeah.
Very close match between these two teams.
Where is the catapult brawl? It's got to come here. Nobody's used the catapult in the whole game, have they? Oh,
those catapults, the SRM bombing catapults, I think are mildly underrated. I think they slip under a lot of people's radar, but oh man, the grouping on those SRMs, and it's just painful.
HSL2 as well for the
Yeah.
SRMs, jumps, speed. They're so small as well. I didn't realize how small they were, but they're a little bit taller than an Arctic cheetah.
Yeah. Yeah, they're deceptively small. They're underrated mech, I think. That being said, having a lot of firepower in those bunny ears is always an issue, right? Because they're so easy to target. There's no wiggling your bunny ear away from somebody.
No.
But that's a good thing, right? Every mech needs their
I think in every good burrow
their
push,
weakness.
someone has to go first. Don't
Oh
they?
yeah.
So
100%.
shots. Yeah.
Well, you can, if it's coordinated enough, a lot of teams you'll be able to cycle, right? The first person in is going to take a bunch of damage, but if they can slow in and not hold up the rest of their team, they end up at the back, and now the mechs at the front are probably yeah. And then you still got weapons from that first mech being used. It's the way to brawl push there. But we'll see how this goes. Canyon has a lot. Yeah, Canyon I think has a lot of potential. For fairly diverse strats. You could go for a push, but there's lots of great receive points.
Yeah.
And there's a lot of trade. Now the real question is, will we see Thunderbolt missiles being used? And by that I mean I'm just kidding, because there's no reason to use them right now.
Even then, maybe even only just after the patch.
Yeah, I'm interested to see what they're doing after the patch, because they are just objectively worse lerms in every single way right now. There's no reason to run them, so they need
long range lock on weapons in general are not great, and it's not because the weapons aren't good. It's because there are so many counters to long range missiles, from lock on time. ECM's getting fixed, which is great. They're reducing the penalty from 4 times to 2 times, which is a good start. But the new ECM stack.
Yeah, I remember situations where when I decided to run lerms for some giggles one night, and locks were taking me at least 30 seconds of a solid hold, if not 45 to a minute. Just sitting there tracking a target, waiting for the lock. And it's just, that is too much. So I'm glad they're reducing that, but it is again easily counterable. So
yeah, it's a piece of terrain gets in the way. Is it the elevation angle of approach? The indirect fire, basically. It depends on whether your indirect fire hits something above you or hits a teammate, there's just so many ways for they sound cool and they look cool, and I want them to work very well. But when they work very well, they work too well, and everyone runs them.
Yep.
It's balance.
Balancing this game. I gotta hand it to the Cauldron, and Tios when weapons are being made and balanced and all those kind of things. There's so much balance to take into consideration. I appreciate their work, honestly, because they do. This is an incredibly difficult game to balance, I think, with the different chassis and even like the hitboxes and the choices. The hitboxes and shapes, and just, can you twist enough in it? There's so many small, two locks. So we'll go ahead and get started here. But there's so many things, and intangibles.
Balancing,
you can't spreadsheet it, which we
balancing
saw.
Any PvP game is a nightmare when there's more options than there are players.
And they're adding more, which is great.
And that new mech, I think, is effectively an inner sphere, because it is an Omni mech. It looks like an inner sphere Nova.
Interesting. All right, so I am actually sitting here with, this should be NAFF. No, this is the Pirates, pretty sure. I am confused. It's okay. Oh, let me make sure we're on the right side.
I don't think we even had to look at the map, did we?
Yeah, that's okay. It's okay. Now, what am I looking at? Map ban? No. Match. Weird.
So catapults.
Yeah, I am looking at catapults. There, we were just talking about them. And we've got ourselves a Lanner Atlas. Yeah, sure, go for it. Couple of large X-Pulse ERPPC and 4 AC-10 on the Stone Rhino 1. Oh, here's a Silver Bullet Gauss Heavy Peep build. All right, so Pirates are Team 1. Okay, that is correct. Sure, our overlays were set. But yeah, so there's and the Jenner, of course. What are we running on that Jenner here? Yeah, just straight SRMs. 6s and 2s. All right, what do we got on the Pirate side?
The quick boys are 2 Vipers in with HMGs and lasers, and an assassin, mag shots and snubs as before. Then there's a 8 AC2 Direwolf, a Gauss PPC, Marauder A4, which has got the HS Alpha Gauss, 5 large laser annihilator, which the only difference in that is going to be whether it's a T-Comp 8 or a T-Comp 1, and then a Gauss large laser, so it's a snipey receive with a couple of Vipers in to scoot around and cap points.
Yeah, interesting choice to try to send the Lanner in to get a cap. Is a tall mech. Is a tall mech for that early cap, and you saw Goodall not really. It was an opportunity attempt, and both teams getting pushed off of Theta at the moment. Once again, Pirates with that quicker cap, putting them ahead by 2 points. Not a whole lot, but
looks like
a little bit of pressure.
Yeah, Baker Pirates are taking a receive position, covering the. I think they've spotted the catapults as well down the valley.
Yep, good scouting by the Pirates again, catching that push early and setting up on the receive. Here we go. Drake being an early in, a little ahead. I don't think he can fall back if he needs to. He's really far ahead of everybody else and continuing to push. Drake needs to pause for the cause here.
Yeah, the Assassin's cut across the cover as well. Annihilator's cutting back. Tech Truck is covering the valley as well.
This is a very split push. Very split push. That's not great for NAFF. Razor here looking really rough, down to 53%, probably halved, but still functional. Yeah.
Oh, it is a split push.
Well,
they
the
100 tonners, yeah.
Yeah, the catapults took the left side only 2, while the bigger ones took the right side.
Yeah.
That wasn't the move. I think they all needed to work as just one little fist there. Razor goes down. Lemith goes down. It is 5v6 right now in favor of the Pirates. Although looking at the armor values, the Pirates are really beat up. So if they can just pull back and take it easy here, looking at Haji in the night gear, just looking to get some damage out.
Haji's almost broke.
Yeah. Just Trent absolutely getting a little stuck on that terrain, it looked like, or a little overexposed on it. Allowed Trent just to lean in. Falcon the Annihilator just too slow. And it is this is turned around. We lost the catapults, but the other bigs made up for it. The Pirates moved to counter those catapults and let the other bigs
we got a legged Viper as well.
Yeah, there goes our Lanner with Goodall. Glint trying to get some revenge here, but
it's going to come down to these lights.
So yeah,
Glint needs to get away. If he doesn't get away, then they're just going to cap game it. So
I don't think that's maybe. I don't know. I don't know if that's necessarily the call here, because there's fast mechs on either side, so I don't think there's any getting away for the cap with the damage that's been done. This is very much NAFF's match to mess up at this point.
Well, that's what I'm saying. If they lose Glint is their only speed mech left, and then the other mechs can just spread out and take caps. And
yeah, there goes Haji. Of course, this is a small map, and the count is not very high, so there's actually the bigs could be fine, even if lagged. There goes Tech to Samsil. Yeah. Glint coming around behind, gonna maybe take Gamma. Yep, gonna take Gamma. Trent moving up in the center.
Be nice if you could see whose UAVs are up, because when that brawl went in, there were, again, just a cloud of UAVs went up.
Samzu with another good shot on Lusankia. Yeah, good shot. How'd that that leg too? Very nice. let's see. So Pickle over here on Sigma is going to make it a 2v2 points wise. But Pickle is the last one. So what's Pickle running here on this Viper? That was
machine guns and lasers, I believe.
yeah, machine guns, lasers. So looking at that, let's take a look. Let's what is the best path here for Pickle? Raging Chili is all pretty much internal damage. There's a significant amount of armor. Trent, I would almost call that fresh. Like it's Samziel. Yeah, no, all these big mechs.
Atlas, yeah, there's a lot of hits. There's a lot of hit scan in the Atlas as well. If it's the quad X pulse, so you can't really juke it or get away from it if he can see you. He's hitting you wherever he wants to.
Yeah, Glyn is going to need to hold these caps for a very long time. I don't think, or not Glyn, I'm sorry, Pickle. Pickle is going to need to hold these caps for a very long time, but he's over here tangling with the Highlander. Yeah. As I get distracted looking at other caps.
The Jenna
going for the leg.
Everything.
Oh, but he's got that Overwatch. Good call, Samziel, with that Overwatch. Going to try to Pop-Tart over the top. Keep Pickle from getting Kappa. Ooh, they're good. Yep.
10%.
That's a leg. That's a leg.
What a shot.
Yeah. Great shot by Sam.
Glint's coming in to kill steal.
Yeah. It kill secured in comp.
Yeah. Samziel did all the work and Glyn charges over, takes the last kill.
Yeah.
Good game.
Sam, I think, got 2 or 3 kills, I think, here. Let's take a look.
Nearly 900 damage.
Yeah, no, Sam was 4 kills. 4 kills. I even underestimated that. And then Chili with the Stone Rhino with 900 damage. That's wild. 2 mechs, almost 1,000. Everybody else, 300 and over, except for Drake, who was a little early. Yeah, that's so much damage being put. So I guess not very focused, but they're putting it out there. Could have been a little more efficient, but it did turn around. And the
Drake
Pirates,
was that mech we were talking about first through the breach.
Yeah, so that is even then pulling out 100 damage on that, not too bad. More even spreads on the Pirates side there. Actually, I should mark this. So that is going to be NAFF pulling away with this one in the last drop. Well done, both teams.
Very solid and very close games.
So close.
Yeah.
All right. I'm going to take a look. Oh, actually, I can't actually do this. I don't have the perms for it. So, that's going to be it. Thank you, Umbral, for co-casting here.
Thanks for having me.
And thank you to both teams for rocking a very close match with very close drops. Like, we had a few unbelievably close drops, and the whole match came down to the last one. This is what we like to see in MWO Comp. Now, if you are watching here and you are new to Mech Comp, we have divisions. These are in our group 5. I think there are 7 divisions in this particular tournament. We end up with a bunch of divisions. So if you feel like, oh, I'm not a huge sweat and I can't, I don't know, go against GRAM just to pick someone, that should not limit you. There are lots of people who are not GRAM and not those Div A teams. So hop in the Discord, which I think has been posted a couple times in the chat, and just join the club. It is, I think, the best mode in Mech online, because it is, you get the planning that you get in faction, but you get the efficiency of matches that is quick play. And there's all sorts of weird little outside the box, or, inside the box, I guess, rules that test your ability. And for this particular one, it's 7v7. And that last match, you have to plan for a couple of different things. You don't know what it's going to be, and it forces some versatility. So it's a great time. I would recommend joining. And if anyone out there is interested in casting, hit up that Discord and talk with us. We would love to get more casters on board.
Quote of the day: tech drive truck. I want to pilot a rock. trying to jump on the rock in Berklaw and then try to jump on the rock again.
Yeah, right. I mean, you know, that's been watching a little too much SpongeBob, I think. But with that,
Awesome.
we will wrap. Thank you everybody for watching. Thank you everybody for playing. And we will see you in the future. Keep an eye on MWO Leagues. There's going to be a whole bunch more casts coming up. And then there's also MWO Leagues 2, 3, and 4 with just the number on the end of this channel. If you want to check out other ones, go drop them a follow so you get the alerts, or hop in the Discord. Again, we throw alerts out that way too. Have a great rest of your day, beginning of your day, whatever it is, and I'll see y'all later.
Take care, buddy. Thank you.
Let's play this game.
I need another heavy. I've got TB and a quick draw.
I want to get fairly tight to it. Now, anybody who's going to be working range, I'm going to need you to fade right on this. And when anybody's running short, is going to stay towards the top of the call there if we're going to come out.
I have you in the Griff.
Sounds good.
Well, that's the thing. We got to get to brawling range, so I may be moving us, right up to the hoop if we have to.
Wolverine nach Charlie 4.
It's fine, chill the out, man. It's fine, it's just a 5-star.
Komm Leute, redet miteinander.
15 seconds.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't die. 15 seconds, don't die.
Guys. 3, 2, 1.
Charlie Dar, CT, yellow. Okay, go to Charlie, see if we can get it.
Daar. To your left is there. Orange. So, jetzt guys, hinter the indie pockets.
Mediums be prepared to pull back E40 towards the E-flat border. On my mark.
Left side, come on! Like now, I need strikes on OP barrel. Where are strikes up?
Die Hauptgruppe rechts, Uferlinie.
They have 3 mechs sitting on the left side when you pass over. Overheating is bad. Both legs on the Griffin. Hit the Griffin.
That was such a
That's right. I'm gonna spawn Lancey guys in Charlie, Lancey guys in Bravo. That's B2C1.
This third drop is 2 lights, 2 beeves, 2 heavies, 2 assaults.
Wollt ihr in die Breite ziehen? Zieht euch in die Breite.
Lights, watch our backs. We're gonna about face and take up position in Bravo 6.
Kurzausschaltung Delta 4-3, Stärke 2 Mediums einleiten, wenn ich das richtig gesehen habe.
Make a firing line.
C4 Tactical Hill, Boys.
Fox.
Laufen unter ECM, 2 durchlaufen, 10 Bravo 4.
And get ready to hit people coming from our right.
Charlie on the left, Charlie Albert on the left.
Okay, let's group up towards the left. We're gonna press through Bravo 3 to Bravo 4. I think they're kind of spread out. Check yourselves, make sure you've got, UAV full shot. Here they come, they're pushing hard, guys.
Nico. Test on.
Go. Whoa, got a contact. Bravo 3.
Nice, Marshall. I'm on Delta Griffin.
Well, if you cross it, then get in their face. They got a highlighter, they just push up on Theta. We need help on Theta. Up on Theta. Yep, that's the noise. Go. Let's finish this. Full pressure, guys. Full pressure. They're down low. They're down low in Charlie 3. Get the f***ing arm, Jackson.
Tactical shot.
Go. I got him.
Go, Petrie, go.
Echo, go. You know, he's down medium, guys. Echo storm pro. God, I suck as a pilot, but thank I packed my skill. I'm sorry that you died, sweet girls, but we will send a reasonably nice letter to your family.